everybody, how's it going? This is Darrin with GuitarControl.com bringing this video lesson. And today I want to show you how to play a real classic tune, Jailhouse Rock, in the style of Elvis Presley. So one of the first things I want to say before I forget is that this song is actually tuned down a half step, so I am not in standard tuning. I've just tuned every string down a half step. So instead of E, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, E flat, E flat. So that way you'll be in the same key that at least the recording that I learned this from was in. So be sure to click on the link in the description for the tabs, and let's get close up and take a look at this. Alright, so this is really, really easy. This part of it anyway. Even if you're a total beginner, this is pretty easy. Other than you do have to do a bar chord. So what I'm doing here is it's just the major bar chord with the root note being on the 5th string, and this is the shape that we're going to be using for the chords in this. So the first one we got is D sharp. So my first finger is getting the 6th fret of the A string. And then my third finger is barring across the 8th fret of the D, G, and B strings. Now you could do it like this if you wanted with all of these fingers, but I just find it's much easier just to do it this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit that chord, and we're going to slide into the up a half step into E. And that just repeats. And it's also the same thing like as the verse. So for the intro, we start off with the D sharp to E. Now, when we go into this E, that is on the downbeat of 1, and it is a whole note. And then it's tied to a half note, and then tied to a 8th note. So this here, this is on the end of 3. It's kind of weird. So it's like and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then it just repeats. Then that's where it leads into the verse. So at the verse, it's kind of the same thing. So coming off of the repeat, the last repeat goes into the verse, starts on the E, same timing, back to D sharp. And then the last one, that last E is on the downbeat of 1, and then it just rests for the remainder of that measure plus 1 more. So from the beginning of the verse, we're and then that's where it would lead us into the chorus. Alright, so for the chorus for this, it's actually a bass line. And it's really easy to play, but it just sounds really good. It really works well for the song. It's all made up at 8th notes, except for the very, very last note that we'll talk about when we get there. So we're starting off on the open A string. So that's 1 and then to the 4th fret with my 3rd finger, and that is 2 and. Then we go to the 2nd fret of the D string for 3 and, then to the 4th fret for 4 and back to 2 for and. So it's like 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. And we have 2 measures of that. Then from there we're gonna bring the whole riff down a set of strings. And we're gonna do the same thing, but instead of being the same frets, but instead of being based on the A and D strings, it'll be based on the E and A strings. So now I'm starting off with the low E open twice, to the 4th fret twice, to the 2nd fret of the A string, to the 4th fret, of the A string, and then back to the 2nd fret. So 2 measures. So that's the first 4 measures, which is half. So it's now starting on the 5th measure of that, which is measure 16 on your transcription. We're going to start on the 2nd fret of the A string, 2, so that's 1 and then we're going to go to the 6th fret for 2 and. Then to the 4th fret of the D string, my first finger, to the 6th, back to the 4. So that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's probably the hardest part of the whole song is just getting in that stretch there. Then we go back to the original one, starting on the A string with the opens, and then back to the low E, now that's what I was talking about, the thing at the end. So the very last measure, so we do that 2, 2 on the A string, and then we do a hammer onto the 4, and that's a quarter note. So it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that's the second half. So that entire chorus. And then from there, it just back into that same riff. So that whole chorus. And then back into that main riff again. All right, and then the other part I want to show you is just the outro, and the song actually just fades out. So all this is just the second part of the chorus. So the low E, open twice, 4th fret, then to the A string, 2nd fret twice, 4th fret back to the 2nd. And there's just 2 measures of that, and I've just got it saying to repeat 4 times, but it actually fades out. So it's just. And then it just starts fading out like that. Alright, so like the song has like the intro, and then it goes into a verse, then it goes into a chorus, and then into another verse, and then another chorus, and then I think the guitar solos after that, and then it may go back into another verse, and then another chorus, and then like that outro. But those are the main parts of it, and it's really easy to follow along with it when if you just listen to the song, you'll be able to tell which parts are which. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that and you got something out of it. If you like this lesson, be sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below if you have any questions or comments about this or any guitar-related questions I might be able to help you with. If you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the content that we upload throughout the week. Well, that is all I have for you today. Thanks for watching and have a great day.